Capricorn, to your Astrodice reading for July. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. This message is coming out. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take tarot with astrology and make a small horoscope for the month, using only one of the 12 houses. This message is... Ooh. We have Pluto coming out. We see the big old P right here. So we have some Pluto energy going straight into Scorpion energy and going straight into the 4th house. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, so going straight over here to Pluto, we have a transformation going on. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. And how are you going to do this? You're going to do this Scorpion style. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. And going straight into the 4th house of your home and the roots of your being. So we could be talking about your family, your house itself, your dog, right? Your animals, whatever. And remember to use your discernment. You'll know what it is as soon as it pops up. Remember, this is a general reading. And remember, also, time is fluid. So even if I give out a date, doesn't mean it has to be 100% the 15th. It could actually start happening, right? During the 17th, the 18th, right? It's just saying that's when the energy is starting to make its way and pick itself up. And going straight into the situation. Situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. And having that personal transformation right off the bat. We're talking about that personal transformation, talking about that Plutarian energy coming in. Definitely talking about the Tower. Some kind of feeling like this stormy time is coming in right off the bat, right? It's something that's going to really want to have some kind of challenge. You might even feel like you're in some kind of competition mode, but you're definitely going to feel like you want to protect yourself. Praying that no matter what the situation is, it's more of a protection of energy and not just of physical well-being, right? We always don't want things like that, but, right. But however it is, it does feel like you are standing up for your rights, standing up for yourself, right? During this turmoil, it could definitely be we know it's the 4th house, so it could definitely be a love situation. There's definitely some disharmony when it comes to the 4th house. So, okay. So we definitely feel like there's some tension going on and some broken communication when it comes to family members. It could be your children, it could be your spouse, it could be your mom, it could be, right, it could be the guy who's fixing the roof to the house, okay? So take it how it resonates. You will know, right? So let's see. Let's clarify on the Tower. Why is the Tower here when it comes to this stormy time, this reckless behavior? The 3 of Swords to the King of Cups. So you definitely could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. I have them all. I have them all. There is definitely a feeling like there is some kind of balance that's needed when it comes to this turbulence. Really trying to take your, what it really is, guys, it's this you're breaking my heart situation. It could be a divorce, it could be a separation, it could be disloyalty, whatever this upset and confusion is, or betrayal that's going on within the 4th house. You feel very hurt, okay? But it's almost to the point where you're keeping yourself above water, and trying your hardest to keep your emotions at bay. It's almost to the point where I keep hearing, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. I've been supportive. I've done what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not taking this anymore. It's just one heartbreak after the other. It could be, I mean, if we live in a money pit kind of house, it could be just the point where, I can't do this anymore. It could even be that, the landlord doesn't want to fix the carpet. We have a leaky roof. They don't want to fix it, and I can't tolerate this anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of making this stand. I'm tired of having to stick up for myself. I'm tired of having to fight with you. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation is, that's the energy that's coming off of this. I've been very confident. Now you're very focused and determined to figure out this situation. For a lot of you, feel like you're being very much, I'm sorry, I feel like you're being disrespected, literally. It's come to the point where it's a disrespect. I mean, look, even if it's a house that's falling down around you and the landlord's not taking care of it, that means they have no respect for you to live within their home, which means that they don't even have respect for themselves to even rent a house that is falling down and that they don't want to take care of it. I mean, seriously, let's think about that for a second, And I know this situation, right? I've seen it within my friends. I haven't lived it, thank God, but I have seen it. Okay, it would be like you would have more self-respect to want to help me and my family by giving us new carpet, by helping us fix the piping, instead of allowing us to live here, especially when we don't have the money to move. But you're the owner of this house. Why are you, you're making yourself look bad. See what I'm saying? So it's almost up to the point where the disrespect that you are feeling is also like a self-disrespect from themselves. I feel it's two in one. I feel that there's a lot of selfishness. And you're in the knowing over here that this broken communication has to do with the way that they may be loving themselves and the way that they're treating you. If they don't really have the self-respect for themselves to know that they own an awesome house that they want to rent, and they don't want to do anything for you, it's almost like they don't show me that they love that house that they own, because I don't own it. I'm renting from them. You see what I'm saying? That kind of situation. This is a love situation. It's showing me that they have a lot of insecurities, but they don't respect you. There's a lot of going on over here where it feels like you've been very supportive throughout this situation, but there's no respect coming. There's literally no respect coming back to you, and you're becoming very aware of the situation. It could even be a situation with the Scorpio where there are secrets. There's a lot of secrets going on within the situation. And by them hiding all these secrets and keeping all these things away from you, it makes you feel like you're disrespected. Why don't I know these things? Why are you doing this? Don't tell me you're protecting me. Because this isn't the type of secrets that somebody protects somebody from. I'm a grown adult. I'm not a child. Right? So there's definitely something going on in the fourth house where it just feels like there's a lot of disrespect one way or another. In the mid-month, it's saving money. Saving money, feeling like you need to save money, feeling like you have this self-improvement and this control. There's a transformation that's going on over here within yourself where you feel like you're going to have to move forward. You are the Empress. You're in Empress mode. But there is definitely something here where you're feeling like you're developing this understanding, and that you're ready to save money and maybe move because you're ready to accomplish something. You may even feel like if this house is not a good place for your family and your children, that you want to be a better parent by saving money to get out of this because they don't care. And it doesn't matter if you're living with someone else, or if it's the renter themselves, or if it's the spouse or the boyfriend, or it doesn't even matter, right? Or the house just falling around you. I need to save money. get ready to, maybe put an improvement maybe on this house and get rid of it because it's a money pit. If you own the house, you see what I'm saying? Something is going on to where you feel like you need to take bigger, better action towards the fourth house to make everything better for yourself or for your family. Yeah. But there's a lot of betrayal over here that you really feel like somebody's getting away with something around you, and you do feel like it could be something fraudulent, or they're trying to strategically get away with something, and that would be that I'm hiding a secret from you, but I'm kind of walking around the situation, not allowing you. So that's dishonesty, right? But you feel like there's something going on. You may feel like by the renter not doing things that they're thieving from you. Okay, on the Four of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which says I put in a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of productivity going on over here. But everything I do, I'm going to do as a good investment. There has to be a change, and I have to save this money. And so as you're working over here to think about the situations, now we know exactly where that, that tower is really coming in over here. It's really talking about that transformation. It's also a transformation in the way you're thinking and looking at things to be more abundant. You're getting back to your comfort zones. Wow, so you have the Nine of Pentacles to the Empress over here. So this is talking about where your contentment is and really feeling like you have more luxury. Feeling like, you know what, I have to go someplace where I feel like I have plenty. So in the mid-month, you're going to feel like you're more self-sufficient when it comes to the understandings of where you're going to get your comforting rewards and what you're going to do within this fourth house. If you were talking to someone, there it is right there. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. I seen it too in my mind. In my mind. If you're talking to someone, you feel like their inner truth is callous. I was just going to say in seriousness, what I was going to say is that if you're talking to someone, it's lies, it's deceit, it's not forthcoming because of the walking around, the betrayal, the deception, right? There's something very deceptive about the situation. And this says that there's a lot of mind games. We're getting the King of Swords in reverse, saying there's a lot of manipulation. It could be a control issue and a lot of mind games, or something very illogical is going on within this situation. And it's not logical for you to stay in this situation. So it's definitely saying you need to make better investments, and achieve what it is you need to achieve, because the improvements that are going on are not coming through the way you want them to. So there has to be a positive change. Okay. So you're definitely looking for that positive change, and you're going to be really expressing, through thought or maybe even your words about what it is you want, because you really want to feel adaptable, and you really want to look forward to abundance and opportunities that are awaiting you, because there's a better comfort zone. There's something better than what you're dealing with now. Okay, because whatever it is, it doesn't feel like you're resolving these long-standing issues, right? Because it feels like it's an issue that becomes more of an issue, and it's just, there it is. So let's see what's going on in the end of the month. Whoa. Exhaustion and burned out, feeling like this is the longest month of my life right now when it comes to my fourth house. Yeah, it's just causing unnecessary pains and uncomfortable feelings. Wanting to really want to open the heart and clear the mind from the situation, but you can't, right? There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, and a lot of conflict going on in this situation. It's almost like you want fresh perspectives from this situation, but you can't, because it feels like, look, you want the comforting rewards, which is different, but you have this comforting blanket over you, which keeps you stuck underneath this comfort blanket. So that is the stuck zone, saying where I am is comfortable, but it's the comfort zone. Do you understand what I'm saying? The comfort zone doesn't even always have to be comfortable. That's what's so shitty sometimes about the comfort zone. It's It's just that there's fear and anxieties about leaving the comfort zone. Maybe you've been here a long time, or you're worried you're not going to find what it is you're truly looking for, or maybe you're going to feel like it's a lot more expensive, or you know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, or you see what I'm saying, all these fears and anxieties come up, which brings in this kind of hopelessness. But you just put that comfort blanket over you and, you know, kind of lay in bed and say, it's okay though, because I got this comfort blanket. If I just lay underneath this blanket, everything's going to be okay, even though I'm not feeling good. Because to walk away from the comfort zone is harder than to stay in a comfort zone. It's almost like over here you were getting really pumped up with the Empress, and then at the end of the month, it's almost like this conflict comes back, and really this mistrust and this deceit and all of this reckless behavior that's coming from this situation ends up putting you into this place. It could even be just depression in itself. And it's keeping you in this comfort zone. Now you're not sure how to move. You're not sure exactly, right? Because you want to invest, and it's almost like the more I think about how I'm going to invest, it's almost like I can't figure out how to move out of this comfort zone. How do I do it? Where do I go? What are the first steps? I thought I had it here. I was hell bent on the mid-month when you really upset me, but now that everything's kind of coming clear about what's really going on, I don't know where my adaptability really is, because I know I want to look forward to the abundance, and I know opportunities await me. I'm just not sure how I'm going to get there. Yeah, I'm wanting that. There it is. I want the 10 of Cups. I just don't know how. I want I want the family. I want the contentment. I want the fourth house to be good. But now I'm finding that where I'm walking is more with the nine of wands, Gemini. Sorry. Taking that last stand. Look, so now you're going for, oh geez, oh no, because you almost feel like your faith is being tested. You feel like you're there is this resilience that's going on with you, my friends, but it's what it is it's gearing you up more for the worst case scenario. But it still has you on your last stand. Like you're still walking, right? It's the 9 of Wands. So you're still walking on that ace with that walking stick, which is that Ace of Wands. So it's like I'm still there, but I have pessimism. I'm in a negative place. You have to have more belief in yourself so that you have that courage to get out there. So at the end of the month, it's almost like you've been sucked back into this place of I don't know, right? Because you didn't want this anymore, right? You were in protection. So it's it's almost like everything that you've done, kind of, why did that happen? Is it just because maybe everything is just moving so fast? Because you were embracing it. No, because now all of a sudden you have this disappointment within this person. I'm telling you, for some of you, you're dealing with a water sign, and you have this disappointment with this water sign, or this disappointment with this house, or whatever it is. But it's definitely, it's like through the recovery, it's kind of crazy. I feel it's a wishy-washy energy. I'm going to sit in my comfort zone. I'm a little scared, but I do know that things could look upward if I just recover from this situation. Spirit says if you recover from this situation, things could only look upward, because you have the 10 of Swords in reverse, which means that nothing can get worse. But then it says you have this person around you that it's domineering and controlling the situation, so you feel like there's so much reckless behavior of whatever is going on, or the house just falling apart, whatever is going on over here, is like you're losing the lack of discipline to get to what it is. If everything's too expensive, and you're talking to if you want to sell the house because it's a money pit, and you're talking to, let's say you're talking to this, maybe the King of Swords is a realtor to sell the house, but maybe they're telling you, but you have to get a new roof, and you have to pay for this, and you're going to need new carpet, and you're going, you know what I mean? Otherwise, the house is not really going to sell. You're not going to really make any money. That could be a very big disappointment. That could take you off, what it feels like taking you off your high horse of being so self-assured into this place of, oh my God, that's too expensive. How am I going to invest money? How am I going to do this? You see what I'm saying? You're putting all that worry in. So then all that harmony and understanding that you had now backfired kind of on you as you got stuck inside your head, like, oh my gosh. And maybe you're telling your spouse this as well, or your mom or your dad or whoever. So whatever's going on, right? It's just like what you felt was going to blossom, what you felt was going to be wonderful. It becomes a long-standing issue again, because you feels like everything you know, that you were so like, we're going to get this. And then all of a sudden talking to them, it's like they just destroyed all of the dream. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like they brought you off the high horse. They brought you down to the ground of what you feel is where no dreams can come true. Do you see what I'm saying? It like got rid of all the wishful thinking. And that's how you're getting stuck there. So now you're kind of feeling like you're having this resistance to change, or maybe you're talking to someone who doesn't want to do the things that you want to do, and you feel like maybe this emperor has a resistance to change and go and follow in your footsteps to go. You're like, I don't want to live here anymore. Let's sell the house. And your husband's like, no way, we're not selling that house. You know, but you were so excited, right? And then all of a sudden they're like totally against it. Maybe they were even for it in the mid-month, and now they've decided that they don't like that idea. Something is going on to where you went from super duper wanting the comfort, and it's not saying you don't want the comfort rewards, excuse me. It's just saying that you went from this very luxurious feeling, this energy that was pumped, this energy that was high, to this lower vibration for whatever reason of this person or this situation getting grounded around you. It was almost like reality set in. Do you see what I'm saying? Reality said, I don't have the money to move away. I don't want to be with my spouse, but I can't afford a divorce. I don't want to be in this situation, but I can't afford to move. So it's like the reality kind of check came in, and then it put you right back into that comfort zone where you can't really move. So you feel like you're in a place of unfinished business. You feel like you're in this place where you're stuck. And now you're not sure which way to move. So now you're even resisting healing in its own way because, well, I don't feel like there's anything to heal from, because now that I got all the resource and all the information of what it is I truly wanted, it's like you dig a hole in the sand, and then the sand, it sat there for a little while, but then at the heat of the day, you see what I'm saying? The sand started covering the hole up. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's folding in on itself. So it almost feels like every milestone that you feel that you're getting to within your mind and your heart has backfired. From some conversation or some kind of reality check, to where it's like, okay, but that's okay, guys, because really what it's saying is you just need to work hard to save the money. It just means you can't do it now. That doesn't mean that there can't be tomorrow. It just means that if you shared your dream with someone and they didn't approve and they said that's whacked, doesn't mean you still can't build for tomorrow. That's why tomorrow is here, right? Just because you can't do it now doesn't mean we don't save our money. It's because you even said you were going to save your money. But I think what's happening for some of you is you realize maybe the money that you thought you needed was way, you know what I'm saying, was way more than what you expected. There was something very unexpected that occurred that took your blossomings and is kind of shredding it to pieces. I don't like this reading in the end. It is so human-like and so like, oh my God, this is what we all deal with. I mean, because in seriousness, life is not rainbows and butterflies. Okay, this isn't a freaking musical. Okay, this isn't The Sound of Music. Okay, this is reality, right? This is like the super reality check, right? Which a lot of readers won't do, but you know. But I'm just telling you right now, that's exactly what it is. It's almost like you got this kind of like reality check where I wanted it this way. We've all done it. Now we have to push towards. So the advice really is pushing towards, like it says here, pushing towards, because it says it has ended, it finished for the better or for the worse, but it can't get any worse. So Spirit's advice really is to push forward, take the action to manifest, to put your actions into, a legitimate area to where you can actually have the dreams and desires come true, right? Bring them down into a reality base. Take those from 5D into and bring it into 3D. Because obviously there was something there, right? That just like it was more of a dream, it was more of an illusion. And it's not so much that it can't happen, it's so much of a disillusion. It's kind of it's definitely a disillusion. It's just the only disillusion is that it costs more than what I assumed, right? If I bring an investor out to invest my house and I think I'm going to sell it for $350,000, and they're like, dude, with this, your foundation has a crack in it. This has if you want to fix it up for this kind, you'll get that. But otherwise, we're not going to be able to sell this house for more than $125,000. You'd be like, holy shit, I can't do that. I own a mortgage. Oh my gosh, I'll have to pay back because I owe more than that on my mortgage. I owe $250,000 on my mortgage. That's why I wanted that, so I could make money to be able to buy a new house. Reality check, the house is not worth that much. Sounds like my dad trying to sell them damn cars were worth like $900, and he's over here trying to sell them for 13, and he gets pissed off when people don't want to buy that. And it's like, Dad, that's a reality check. Is that car, even in the Kelly Blue Book, is not even worth that much? It literally says it's only worth $950. You know what I mean? And you're trying to sell for $1,500. See the point though? And it's like that kind of like reality check, because it's either that's what you need to move, right? Or you think that's what it's worth, right? Because it's something I love. It's always that way though. But Spirit says actually it's going to be all about taking action and really preparing, for that movement, but actually getting yourself to this new place of understanding. And, you're just going to have to keep building, right? You're just going to have to keep building. It's going to be building blocks. Okay. And it's going to be, about time management. There's going to be time. It's going to be sitting in the waiting game. There's going to be time here. You're going to have to balance out your money. You're going to have to balance out your time to actually get to where you need to be. You don't have to sit underneath your comfort blanket, and if you are underneath your comfort blanket, make sure that you are, trying to use your introspective. Be the hermit while doing so, right? Step away easily from the ice cream. You know what I mean? Okay, my friends, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.